blues rocky, things like that. So feel free to play around, like plug it in.
God damn. Well, yeah, you should play that too through this big fucker. Because then it really sounds wild. This has got built-in chorus. So, I'm always, maybe I'm cheap, but I never thought too much about tone. I'm always like, I'll play every single song with the same exact tone. Like throughout, I never switch it up.
What is tone?
Like, see all these pedals? I always have, you know, it's like fuzzier, or sharper, or it's a duller tone.
Okay.
You know, it's what makes it sound different each time.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
It's actually like a chorus pedal is like the last pedal like I really want to get.
Yeah.
Just now, like complete set of.
That's actually I have a chorus pedal, but I don't use it because this is chorus built in.
Right.
And then I got a compressor. You should get a compressor.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just tighten everything up.
Good to know.
My buddy's super into it.
Figured. So I've been like working on like the best camera placement in this garage. I think the key is that one. I used to like fucking set too many
I
cameras.
didn't realize you had like multiple going on.
Yeah, it's the.
Oh yeah, he has all the angles.
But like I think the last time we jammed, I had like 6 of them. So I had like all of them pointing this way. Wasn't good.
The production level is
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
really coming on.
So you said, are you still in high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm finishing up senior year.
Oh, word. Good for you. I was gonna say, do you like play in school at all, like a band or?
I did. Fucking jazz band teacher was a total
It's
asshole.
usually how they are.
Yeah.
No, mine was crazy.
The first guy, oh my god, funniest fucking dude I've ever met. He was this old black dude, he was like 60 or something. And the stories this guy would tell, oh my god. He had a few like quirky characteristics.
Right.
He would tell the funniest fucking stories. He would fall asleep in the middle of sentences. He would like this.
Wait, how old was he?
He was like 60 something, I don't know, 50 something. The guy was insane at every instrument he picked up. He was the best, like, even the seniors, he was the best at everything he picked up. Well, I guess, like, I don't know about, like, saxophone, maybe, but, like...
Yeah, sax is an interesting instrument. I actually think it's one of the easiest things to play. Like,
Yeah.
if you're trying to learn, it's the easiest thing to pick up.
Yeah.
But it's one of the hardest to actually be good at.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I just remember the dude, like, I don't remember him playing a lot of reed instruments, but, like, he'd pick up a trumpet, he'd pick up a violin, he'd play it behind the set, he'd pick up the guitar, and fucking insane.
That's interesting though that he can easily switch between like a string and like a wind instrument. Because like for me, like going from that to strings was fucking. It took me a year to like actually get to be comfortable with it, and then that's why it took me so long to learn. Because like playing with strings just fucked me over.
Can you jump between like a sax and a trumpet and?
No, probably not a trumpet, but
I guess you at least have the.
Yeah.
Because I can't even do that. I can't even start.
I can do other wind instruments like clarinet, flute, because we had to learn with the jazz band.
Yeah.
There were some things that we could switch in.
I guess the flute was.
I'll leave that.
I mean, I just know that the trumpet is 3 fucking buttons.
Yeah.
You know, the flute has all these buttons. So does the clarinet.
Yeah.
Was the clarinet just a saxophone made of wood?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a little more high pitched. Also, like, it's a little weaker in terms of sound because it's made out of wood.
Yeah. But in terms of playability and
like
the setup of it.
Yeah, like the mouth is pretty much like the same.
Yeah.
Same idea.
What does the big muff do?
Bounce buzz. Bounce buzz. That's a good fuzz pedal. Comes in a mini version too, which is like. Oh, yeah. That's it.
it's new.
Yeah. It's very much like, if you like the Black Keys, like that's all
Yeah.
Dan Auerbach uses. He just fucking
That's what I was
fucks.
thinking.
Oh, I parked the car across the street. It's not gonna be an issue, right?
Over there?
Yeah.
There is a permit, but
You think they're
a
gonna
couple
block?
hours, so you should be fine.
Yeah.
Was there that permit
Literally,
spot?
yeah, literally right there.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. I thought you meant on the street.
No, no, I'm saying like I literally just know that they move the car forward.
No, yeah, that's the fucking landlord.
And doesn't she remember? And she gave us permission, like, whatever, a million years ago. Oh,
Feels good to like actually play that.
yeah.
Like in a bigger space, because like I usually play in my room.
Let me think, hold on. Miking, because you're gonna want to, let's see. Basically the situation is, this is a mic, and that's a mic there in the front. So I guess, I don't know, sax is really loud.
It's pretty loud.
I guess, we'll see how it works, but like,
Is this one on?
this is a microphone for singing. So can we do the sound? Here, play a little. Turn down the level. What? Play a little bit? Nice, good. That's good. Let me.
Well, we're only gonna get louder.
It's just a leveling. I just want to make sure I don't clip the mics.
Yeah, because
It's good.
the more we play, the deafer we get, so the louder, the more we have to turn up.
Yeah, I'm actually seriously oh yeah. You don't forget. Oh, battery should be charged. Let me just so I don't forget. There's a
Is this the right mount?
yeah. If it dies, I'll figure it out.
How's it look?
Let me see. I have to turn it on.
Oh, nice.
But thank you. Honestly, I was really nervous. I haven't played with people in so long.
That was so
Dude,
cool.
holy shit, the saxophone is like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
way better than having another guitar player.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm happy to bring both. Do whatever.
No, fuck that.
That's a whole new level of flavor and stuff. So.
Yeah, what was you say?
And I think it gets so loud too. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It gets so
Saxophone.
loud.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
it gets really fucking loud. Like
I mean, but it also can be played softly. It's like,
that's why like I was saying it's very easy to pick up because
Yeah.
anyone can blow. Like anyone can just
Yeah.
fucking blast this thing.
Yeah.
But it's very, very hard to like
get that
control-
touch.
Get that touch. It's like a finesse. It's like a little finesse of like,
Yeah,
okay, let's blast, but actually make it sound good.
yeah.
What is the drummer of the Police? What's his name?
Stuart Copeland.
Stuart Copeland plays incredibly fast,
Huh.
incredibly quiet.
Really? I guess I never noticed.
But
That's
like
like
that's the same type of skill, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Same type of thing. It's
It's like
like
finesse.
it's a finesse type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to, I think that's a big drummer test. Play something super fast, super quiet, and then go really slow and get loud.
Yeah.
Because when you go slow, you want to get quiet.
Wait, so how long have you guys been playing? Have you been playing just
I mean, since like September, right?
Yeah, since it was warm out.
Yeah. We played through the
Since
winter.
it was warm out.
Because my girlfriend lives directly
Right.
behind him. Yeah.
That's so funny. I don't know if you heard that, but I live like right on the other side of that building.
So it's like straight.
Literally a
through.
straight line. It was literally a straight line.
It's
Because I'm
real.
pretty sure, because like, that's 25, I'm 26.
Gotcha.
So like, I'm literally on the other side.
So whoever's right there,
Yeah,
I bet they're
yeah.
fucking great.
Maybe we'll just continue going that way.
Yeah.
Plays keyboard, like,
Yeah.
just plays a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, I have to say though, I've invited probably how
Oh
many
no,
kids?
the stick came off.
What came off? The stickiness? Let's see. We can always replace it. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah, it'll hold for long enough.
You sure?
I just want to shake it. Do you have a preference of what key to play in?
Me, no, so like, I'm like pretty bad at like memorizing keys and like knowing how to do solo. I'm really good at just like, just playing random notes, and then from there, if like it sounds good, I know what else to pair with it. Like I just have to find like that first note that sounds okay,
Yeah,
and then I
you go
can
off
figure
that.
out exactly. Yeah.
That's how you gotta guitar. Just you bend this string and hear what. If the bend sounds good, then like, oh yeah, that's what we have. Just stay right there.
I do have to say though, that what we did 2 minutes ago, best has been like
Yeah.
like
I'm
yeah.
glad to add another level, add another sound.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I mean, you guys play some stuff. You guys like definitely feel each other like, pretty well. I feel like you guys like know.
Yeah,
I was like trying to figure out like, where to go.
Yeah, we'll fuck with the rhythm quite a bit.
Yeah, I said I was just speeding up. I was like, okay, like, here we go.
Yeah. I figured you would pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drummer's in ultimate control.
describe it.
There were a couple.
Like the first, like that was like probably the. That one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, there's a fun one. And that's what we do. We play that, and then do this. There's always this thing to go back to. It's the whole thing's innate.
Yeah, the first one to me, like when we were playing, to me that was like the bass, and not the bass like the instrument, but the bass level in terms of like. We always came back to that.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like that was it. Like that was where we built.
I was wondering, would that be more difficult for you to play over because it's individual notes, as opposed to like where it's chords.
No,
I mean,
no, like something like that. Like if you got like a nice melody, kind of like grooving and like driving a little bit. I just like to play a little bit in the background, just like a little beat.
touches,
like almost like a little percussive, like just like
Yeah.
another instrument in the background, just adding a little bit. But
well, I like that because that's the truth. You can't. The worst is the guy who just fucking rips the whole time.
No, I think that was like I forget who, but I think a teacher. He's like the best like sax player is the one with like a flute soloing, like you barely even hear him. Like he's there, he's there, but you barely hear him.
Yeah.
Like he's supporting in the best way, but like you never.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah.
That's what the best musicians do. It's the support.
Another drummer reference, Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
People always give him shit. He's like, oh, he's not even the best drummer.
Yeah, a lot of people do give him shit.
But the thing is, Ringo Starr, like
he did exactly what was needed.
He did exactly what was
Yeah,
needed.
he did his job.
He was like he's probably one of either the best or like top 3 best like musical drummers.
Yeah.
Like sort of like composition drummers who like didn't play what was hard, didn't play what sounded cool, but played what was right.
Yeah, no, it would fit. Like a
Yeah.
piece. Have you guys ever heard the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell? It's like a very like,
Oh, it's so funny. I've heard of Malcolm.
So if you like it, or if you like the Beatles, he does like a couple chapters on the Beatles.
Yeah.
About like, well, the theory of why people are so good at things.
Yeah.
Like why people, it says like they literally just grind. And he's like the magical number to like be successful at anything is 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
And the Beatles, when they were touring in Hamburg in Germany, they cranked out 10,000 hours. And like that's how they all just became so perfect. And like you mentioned, like Ringo Starr was just such a perfect piece in this sense. Like he just went in for hours and just did his job. Like yeah, that's why people give him shit. It was like
It fit exactly what the Beatles needed.
Exactly.
So 10,000 hours with the Beatles.
Yeah, he just grinded.
Not playing drums alone in his garage.
Yeah.
Playing with other people, that pays off way more.
Wow.
That's what music is, playing with other people.
Pretty much.
There's all those guitar players who, you'll never hear of because they put in 10,000 hours, like, just like, trying to get as fast as they can.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
They're just learning like the
put a little
hardest
time into
stuff.
writing. Yeah, you gotta be musical about whatever you do.
Yeah. And I've been learning a lot of metal and stuff.
Really?
It's
Nice.
been fun. But like, yeah,
What have you been listening to, Richard?
Lamb of God?
Sorry?
Lamb of God?
Yeah.
I pretty much learned like moderately okay, like 80% of the leads the rest.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
Can they put double bass down?
Yeah. I don't play too long, but
I was like, I don't know if this actually fits in there, but like, I'll try, I guess.
it's just fun to give you a flavor. of what
Yeah,
it's
no,
like.
for sure.
That timing is great.
It's not quite metal timing.
Yeah.
There's a whole. That's just like another level.
Yeah.
I work with still work with a drum teacher, and he says like it's my relative weakness, my timing. He's like metal. It's just like.
Is he whiplashing you? He's like, my tempo.
Yeah.
My tempo. Is that
Oh
what I
yeah,
said?
right.
He's like whiplashing you.
I have these exercises and shit, and it's like very specifically try to get that timing just perfect,
Yeah.
It's Metal is just something crazy, you know?
Yeah. No, I remember jazz band, like, the drummers just getting, like, they always got, like, no shit. It's just like,
Yeah, they got all the shit.
they got all this shit.
Yeah,
And, like, just
spot
switching things up and whatnot. And, like, it's just a lot.
It's fun
Yeah, you just want to solo the whole time. That's what you should do. You should join jazz band and then end the senior year say fuck it and just rip a solo. We can't stop you at the show, you know.
Yeah, but first you have to get in the car crash before you get to the final concert.
Yeah.
Like Whiplash.
The whole movie.
That was
What?
You want to get the mic working?
Yeah, I'm scared though.
Here.
I'm ready for it.
Heads up.
Here, just turn down the level a bunch.
Was that it? Yeah, it was the level.
Yeah, level is it. That's just the EQ pedal.
Oh.
Just keep it on. And then there's probably some button. You usually have a button that cancels out the mic.
You also can't be facing it.
I don't know, maybe that FBQ button is it, but
And you said you had a piano too?
I do, it's tucked in right there.
Oh shit, do you play on the side too?
I don't know.
I actually, one of my best friends here, he's mentioned to me that like he plays piano.
Dude, invite anyone you want.
Well, here's the thing, like, I will, don't worry, but like, I don't know like how, if he plays like casually or like if he has like
It
a,
doesn't really,
well, I'm saying he's like, I don't know if he's confident enough, but.
it's cool either way.
Yeah, it's always, yeah, I play guitar, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Can you play, like, when you're playing banana pancakes, or?
That's why, like, you guys like, oh, like, do you play around? I was like, well, yeah, I fuck around a little bit, but like, I probably can't do what you do, like.
Yeah, but like, if you can just play like, because that all just go,
Yeah,
solo. But
that's
if
what I'm
you
saying.
play like that, and it's like,
Maybe in a bit we'll switch it up and I'll like just play some chords, like
Yeah.
and just go back.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say no, just like, cause I don't usually play so loud, like my lips are like starting to like tighten up.
Yeah.
So I usually have to float a little on the lower side. So the higher notes you gotta like clench.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's basically like you're gonna like cramp in your face a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I think like
We could try to turn it down.
Oh no, I don't mean like that. I just because it's the high notes. So that's why like if I'm ever just like casually like 'cause I'm taking a break from my face.
yeah.
Like, that's why like, I'll just do some percussive.
I mean, you see those guys, they're working their asses off, you know.
Oh, you see the red in the face blowing?
No.
Oh my god.
Can you do the circular breathing?
If I can, I don't know by name.
Where those guys like
into the nose
literally.
and keep going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure
Where they hold a note for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I remember something, because I think I used to do that, like during band practice or whatever. Like I would do it, like, because the conductor would be like, oh, like hold this note, like let's like hold it. And he's like, hold it for as long as you can, but I would just like keep breathing through my nose.
Naturally.
Yeah, he's just like, don't do that. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I just want to do it. He's like, no, like, we're trying to see. And I'm like, so like I never kind of did that.
Like, wait, you're trying to see how long I can hold my breath?
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna drop dead.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think the goal of that is to like see how long like your tone can last, like when you hold the note.
Yeah.
Without like having to take another breath. And,
It sounds kind of useless if you can just do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, you like crazy, you know, like Dizzy Gillespie and all that. You know Dizzy Gillespie?
I've heard of the
Old
name.
jazz guy.
Old jazz trumpet guy. He, like a trumpet embouchure is like, you know what an embouchure is? An embouchure is just like what your mouth is.
The mouth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, basically like how like your mouth is just positioned, which is another way of saying it.
Yeah.
Because the mouthpiece. And trumpeters, they're supposed to have like a pretty firm, keep it together, like even though you're taking breaths, like you're not puffing.
Mm-hmm.
Dizzy Gillespie literally said like, no, fuck you guys. And he has kind of like a frog face. Like if you look at old videos from him, like black and white, like his cheeks like go out like fucking like 6 inches on either side because they're just blown. He looks like a frog. And it's just like his face is just fucking destroying it, and he's just sweating and everything. He's crazy. If you ever want to see
How old
something,
go up now? He probably just can hold so much air.
it's crazy. Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker too, sax player, like probably one of the best sax players of all time. He kind of had the same thing. He's like, no, fuck you guys. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like his mouth was just like different side, like completely different than the like you're taught.
Those are the best guys. They just have it, you know.
If you're good enough,
They don't need that
you
fundamental
can say screaming
training.
to the rest of the world. Like, you
Yeah.
can just like,
Ooh. So you just I take it you're not really genre specific.
no, not at all genre specific.
Yeah.
Do you mean in playing or listening?
I guess those tend to be very similar things.
Yeah.
But like and playing specifically.
Yeah, no. I mean, playing, no. I'm not genre specific.
Like I mean you did bands, so obviously you did fucking jazz. So.
Yeah. Like, there was one point when I was like 16, I was
Yeah.
like debating if I wanted to like pursue music, like go to college for music.
Yeah.
I like wasn't good enough for like a Juilliard or anything, but like,
Yeah.
you know, Berkeley and Boston, you hear them or anything like that, like they're pretty good. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe I could do this.
Damn good.
And I don't know if you, like musicians like in high school, at least like classically trained instruments or whatever, they usually have to decide pretty early on.
Well, I mean,
like, this is what you wanna
Devote
do.
themselves to it.
Yeah, exactly. So like 15, 16 is like, I guess for sax, like all the other kids and whatnot is when you kind of decide. And I was like really reading. So I did like every genre of music, long story short aside. It's like I was in every.
You want to see what you like.
Yeah, like music was everything. I was classic band. I was like in a small chamber, jazz band. I did marching band, just fuck it. Like regular
That's
band.
fun.
Like I did everything. Like cause I just wanted to play every single type of music.
And what do you listen to?
Listen. So I was gonna say, if you think like I play like if I'm not genre specific playing, like listening is like literally everything. Just because I know people say that, but like it's genuinely true. Like one day, like I'm listening to like old school glam metal, Motley Crue. The next minute, I'm listening to like her name's Sissel. She's a very good Norwegian singer. Like
Sissel?
Sissel, like not classic, but like kind of contemporary classic.
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to them like within like 5 or 10 minutes or so. Like I'm all over the place.
What about what was I listening to? I don't know, just like country and stuff.
Country is like the one old school country kind of, but like modern
Bob
country.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Like that was like folk, you know.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say like folky. Like I feel like a lot of old folk.
Folk and country.
Yeah.
Oh, I think when I hear country, I think of the modern day, like, you know, Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
Who are doing stuff like, I'm in the back of my pickup truck. With a bunch of girls. But then there's like the Western, like Johnny Cash is going.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I like the Western stuff, the
Yeah,
old
I
country.
think old country is definitely like probably say like I'm more into because it's bluesy. It's very bluesy.
Yeah, it's
you're
very
not
bluesy.
into whatever. What is it? What was that one song like? Something my blue jeans or whatever.
Is it?
It was like a really popular it was like pop country. Like that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the reason I don't like modern country is because
it is pop.
It's bad
Yeah.
pop. It's in my opinion, it's bad pop.
Yeah.
Because it's not that it's bad. Like if you're into it, you're into it. But the reason I call it bad pop is because it doesn't differentiate itself from pop. So
Yeah.
how is it country?
Yeah.
Like why call it country?
It's literally just the voice and the lyrics.
It's the twang. It's literally
Yeah.
the twang and the lyrics. Exactly. That's exactly what I say to people.
Like the Western stuff was like an old classic Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Johnny Cash.
Willie Nelson.
I was gonna say Willie Nelson. Like
Have you
used to listen to Willie
Have
Nelson.
you listened to what is it? Joni Mitchell?
No, why is it so familiar? Like, I feel like
You like Joni Mitchell?
I don't know. So my drum teacher, he's like, I want to expand your listening thing, and so he made me a playlist of like John Coltrane, Jimi Hendrix, Miss Lauryn Hill.
Dude, Lauryn Hill's one of my top favorites.
D'Angelo, who I don't really know. He gave me Johanna Brahms. Some
Johanna?
Johanna? Yeah, I think so.
some symphony.
I think so.
Joni Mitchell, Radiohead, Opeth, Car Bomb.
He's literally just giving you like everything.
Yeah.
He wanted me to listen to a bunch of shit, and
Because Joni Mitchell is like 60s singer hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Hey paradise, they put out the parking lot. She changes her voice, she's wild.
Yeah.
But Lauryn Hill, dope. She's the queen. She's the original woman who invented like R&B rap.
Yeah.
Like before Minaj and all that, like it was Lauryn Hill. Like she's
Yeah.
a diva. I saw her live a couple times because she's from Jersey. She's from Jersey,
Huh.
and she like comes back to New Jersey and does like free concerts sometimes. So saw her live. Yeah, my sister and I were like really into her.
That's
And
awesome.
she's fucking incredible. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill
Yeah.
is like her. It's like her biggest, one of her biggest, if anything, the biggest album.
I
I
listened
blew
to
her
that
up.
recently.
Yeah, so that's one of my all-time favorites.
I know my girlfriend likes it, but
Really?
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill's great. Also, like, she's just great lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
she just has like very like insightful poetic
It's
lyrics.
funny. It sounds like you got pretty well-rounded music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen to Dave Matthews?
Used to. I feel like I actually got a lot of music taste from my sister.
Mhm.
And growing up, she would play in the car.
Yeah,
So,
she said, I know a bunch of Jersey people who.
Yeah.
You got big out of the East Coast, so.
Yeah, Dave Matthews. What are the Jersey staples? Dave Matthews, Springsteen for
Of
sure.
course.
Bon Jovi, Jersey Boys, because they're all from like Patterson City.
Yeah.
Or Patterson.
Oh, there's
City.
Billy Joel is
Billy
the
Joel.
young, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Billy Joel, because like he plays. At least he did play in MSG every week
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
before COVID.
before COVID, and he's probably still going to.
That is unreal.
Literally until he dies, he's probably doing that.
I couldn't believe that when I heard it.
Yeah.
He literally, he plays Madison Square Garden, one of the biggest venues in the world,
Mhm.
every week.
Every week.
Or is it like, is it once a month, every month?
I think it's literally once a week.
And he sells it out.
Every week.
Yeah, he's like,
I think for some periods every week, and then there are some parts where it's like once a month.
Yeah.
But there is a series of weeks where like he does it straight.
well, I think New York's got just millions of people,
Yeah.
and Madison Square Garden fits a couple thousand.
Yeah.
And then what? You don't have to charge that much for a ticket. Everyone loves them.
And I bet you there's like a season ticket thing. I bet you like a game. Like I bet it's like
Yeah.
sports. Right? I bet it's
Yeah, the Knicks play 3 days of the week.
No one cares about that. Billy Joel.
Yeah. You know?
No one cares about the Knicks anymore. But yeah, if you ever want like out there music Rex.
Come on.
Yeah, we gotta get you off the metal.
Yeah.
Not off of it, but
Well, I wanna like.
Warren is pissed that I can't play metal. He needs to find that kid who's. I'm telling you, how many kids are in a mile radius that sit in their room and just go.
Really?
Dive bomb.
Yeah, the people who just shred it.
Yeah,
The Speed
that's
Brothers.
right.
They're the Speed Brothers.
Yeah. I mean,
I
they
think
turn the distortion up, so it's like.
yeah.
So you can't really tell that they're doing it shitty.
Well, it's not shitty. It's I don't like to listen to it.
It's kind of the beauty of distortion.
Yeah, you can go.
This is like the best camera for seeing you guys, so trying to make sure it works.
What do you usually listen to? Like what's like something like what's core to you?
I would like to say I got a plethora, but I like rock and roll. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of metal, but I listen to like heavy rock, like Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam.
Nice.
I love Led Zeppelin.
I was gonna say you seem like a Led Zeppelin guy.
Yeah, it's my favorite band.
Oh no way. You don't like I don't know.
I mean, we should definitely learn it.
See, I always used to play drums, so I learned all the Zeppelin songs on drums.
Oh Jesus.
Only a few on. But then the Grateful Dead. You listen to the Grateful Dead?
Not a lot, but I mean I know there's.
I'm gonna send you, cause they, it's 5 guys. Plus like, a guy who plays organ, all their organ players would die, but
Yeah.
they would have, what's his fucking name? Play saxophone, and he was just
Really? With Grateful Dead?
Marcellus.
Quentin Marsalis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wynton Marsalis.
Yeah. Quentin Marsalis.
Yeah, there's 2 brothers.
Yeah,
There's,
I think you're right.
Ranford Marsalis and
Yes, I think you're right.
Quentin Marsalis.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is that plays with them, but they play this song "Eyes of the World." Where it's like, and then they move on that, and the sax, it's like 20-minute jams.
Jesus.
It's unreal.
That's so nice.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. You're going to listen.
I shall. I really shall. You like Black Sabbath?
See, I do like Black Sabbath, but I think they're like a cheap Zeppelin.
A little bit, yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
I like it, but like, every time I hear it, I'm like, fuck, dude, if John Bonham was playing drums on this song. Like War Pigs is an awesome song.
Yeah.
Yeah, children gathered in the massive time. And then I'm like, fuck, dude, if these are like, everyone in Zeppelin is like prodigy musicians, Robert Plant's a one-of-a-kind voice, Jimmy Page is just a wizard on guitar. Like, this stuff is coming up with the way he plays.
Yeah.
It's out of his mind. John Bonham, if you're asking me, is the best drummer of all time. Just pure power, but that Ringo thing where he knows exactly what to do and doesn't push it. And he's just fucking a man on fire. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then John Paul Jones could do everything. And it's like, fuck, Sabbath is playing that whole heavy metal side of Zeppelin.
Yeah,
they ran with
they're
that.
a little darker.
Yeah, they got that darker side, Aleister Crowley, and it's great. But the music, I always think,
I get what you're
so much
saying.
into Zeppelin.
No, I get what you're saying. And it's like, if you're a huge fan of Zeppelin, it's hard to get you off.
Yeah,
It's hard to get you off. Yeah, feel free to fuck around with the shaker, the orange one, has a pretty unique sound. Oh, you might. Yeah, you might. Do you still have the?
Oh, that's sweet.
And then you can put it in the delay too. It couples pretty nice. Yeah, the carbon. And yeah.
For someone who doesn't play a lot of guitar, you got a lot of cool pedals.
Well, that's the thing, like, the way I learn, is I try to, just play through albums. Like, I don't learn all of them, but I learn, the hit songs of albums, because it's typically, the easiest ones to learn. And, I'm a huge fan of the Black Keys. So, that's what got me into fuzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful with that, with the mod. If you have the mod on with, the max delay, it gets, kind of fucked up. It's fine, it's just, you won't be able to hear yourself. I'm also, high school, I was really big into Max Marco, and he's big on, a shaker pedal. And
Yeah, I love Max Marco too.
Yeah.
Black Keys.
yeah, he's huge on shaker and, the carbon copy, he's all the way pedal.
of the control.
Yeah. With the shaker, it's hard. I find with the legs, but everything like mid level. So
Yeah, I gotta get it, dude. If I need more time to just sit there and fucking. That's always my whole thing. It's like, oh man, I don't even have enough time to. Like, there's all the stuff I want to play on the actual guitar, and then that's just a whole new level to get that down, and then it's like, holy shit, now you play with the sound differently, you know? If that's my sound, and not ripping, you know, it sounds like shit, you know, you gotta... my soft one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good for my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Then I realized I always stand right here. My fucking, this wall, it hurts my jaw.
Just from listening that much? Like that close?
Yeah.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, when I'm really going, like, yeah, I feel it.
I'm thinking about getting some like professional, whatever, earplugs.
Actually, I'm just, funny enough, I have a ton
Really?
of earplugs because I took my test like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, like professional, whatever, like.
Yeah, so it was a professional exam, and I got earplugs from because I wasn't sure, like, I had to take it at home. So I wasn't sure, like, what the neighbors are going to do or anything, so I got earplugs just in case, like, I didn't have to hear anything, but I actually wasn't allowed to use them in the end.
What do you mean?
What was the test for?
It's called the GMAT, like, it's for business school, or, like, general grad school. Probably want to do that in a couple years. I don't really know. I just figured, since it's COVID, you can't have too much fun.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just try to get it out of the way now.
But it's to get in?
Yeah, it's kind of like an SAT.
That's why you were busy?
Yeah, so I've been studying for that since I went home, actually, in like December. And I came back, and I had like 1 month, and I was like, I actually got a new job, too, so like, it was just like a row of stuff.
They won't let you use earplugs on the test?
No, well, usually, like, I think if you're in person, you can, but since like COVID and all that stuff,
they think you have people feeding you
yes, exactly. They think they're like Bluetooth headphones.
The AirPods or something.
And
yeah,
so,
and like they're not there in person to verify, right? So, like,
so they have like pretty sophisticated like security measures on the exam.
Yeah. So like they basically take control of your computer, and it's like they have their own tech that like runs the test on your own computer, and someone's watching you the whole time through your camera.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's like
you could run a virtual machine and you could like simulate. You could run video of you studying through your camera.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if someone hacks it during all this.
Like it doesn't seem.
Yeah.
What I just described sounds pretty foolproof and like it's not complicated to do.
Yeah.
Like.
What? So you film yourself?
Well, so you run a virtual machine, which is like you simulate a computer on your computer. So you have like a window that's like has like your desktop on it, and it's like a window you can move around. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got like a mini computer as like a screen. On that mini computer, you can like feed it you can like describe like what is digitally connected to the computer, right? Like, what is it like? What type of shit does it think it's getting? You say, oh, it's getting this camera input, which is really just a video of you studying. And you go into the thing. It's like, okay, I'll let you take control of my computer.
And it just switches to that.
It just takes control of like
a
a
fake
little
computer, and they think it's your
yeah.
camera input, and it's a video of you.
And you probably can still fucking like look shit up because right like.
Or do they do like, all right, to make sure you're not pulling the Warren, like touch your left hand to your right eye.
Yeah.
You know, because then if it was
true, I guess I think that's suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, like if all this is over and then the pandemic can announce, like, yeah, people cheated, like, I would not be surprised at all. Like,
if you're hacking the system, it's like, don't study for business school.
Yeah.
Or you know what, be a coder.
Yeah, exactly.
Computer science.
You know what's better? Pay a buddy to sit at the computer and tap on it and like point the camera at him. There you go. I fixed it. I figured it out. It's pretty foolproof.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
right?
I guess they would have to like, I don't know. The thing is like, you have no idea what tech they have, you know? Like you have no idea, like, cause like they could have either the worst tech or like the best tech. So like you're just taking a huge risk.
Yeah. If you get caught, you're fucked.
Yeah, if you get caught, like you're for sure fucked.
Yeah.
Like it's over. So.
In business school is a graduate school, right?
Yeah, it's a graduate school. Again, I'm not like 100% sure I want to go back to school, but it was like.
Where'd you go to undergrad?
I went to Cornell. I'm from the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure if I want to go back to school, but like. Again, I was like, I just want to get this over with.
Yeah.
Like, and even if I take it again, I'm actually moving away in the summer.
Yeah. But do you have like a good job?
Yeah, I would say so. But I didn't mean to sound so aggressive.
No.
I just meant like.
I mean, that's kind of maybe that's a weird question, but I'm like, if you have a good job, I'm thinking to myself, why would you want to go back to school?
Yeah, that's fair.
Why?
I guess what I meant by that was just like, I feel secure in my job. Like, I like my job. It's a competitive job. I guess the reason I would go back to school, and again, this is like, you make a good point. Like, why would I go back?
Yeah.
The only reason I would go back is if I want to make a switch.
Okay.
If I want to make some sort of switch.
And would your job accommodate you like being in school?
A lot of jobs offer like tuition reimbursement.
Okay.
So maybe they won't pay for the whole thing, but they'll, like, over time they'll repay what you pay. Kind of like a reverse loan.
Yeah.
That's what like my first company did for like my undergrad stuff. Like
Oh really?
yeah, because like I had like some financial aid and stuff, and I took out some loans like a little bit, and they actually had like a program where it's like, oh, if you got like some like federal loans or whatever, you get paid back. So like I did that, and like, that works fine.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm not. The only reason you make your point, the only reason
Yeah.
I would go back is because if I want to make a switch.
Yeah.
Like if I decide like,
I'm
hey,
sorry, what was your job?
yeah, I do healthcare consulting. So basically, to put it in like, let's see, elevator pitch. To put it in a nutshell, what I do is like, hospitals,
Okay.
they don't get paid by insurance because insurance is evil.
Okay.
Both hospitals and insurance are evil. I'm gonna put that out there. I work for both. Insurance is way more evil. They're the fucking scum of the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing jobs, but I guess
This
like,
is going on YouTube. So.
yeah. Hey, if I run for office in 20 years, yeah. No, but they're both pretty messed up, unfortunately. So like the truth of the reality is like, hospitals, when you go to the hospital, you get charged for like whatever services you get, right?
Yeah.
And then if you have insurance, you go to your insurance, and then your insurance basically like comes back to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, we're going to agree to pay this much percent of what you charged us.
Yeah.
Or we're going to say, no, we're denying you, we're not going to pay you. And they can deny it for a million reasons. And
Yeah.
the million of those reasons are deficiencies in, is it a clap thing?
Yeah, it is. It is a class.
And those millions of deficiencies can be in tech. Their people they don't know what to do and they're doing it wrong, or like their finance department is like fucked up and whatever. So basically I go in with the team and like we basically minimize those costs or those possible problems. So in that way, insurance comes back, they can't say no. They can't say that we fucked up. They can't say, like,
So
we minimize that. It's never gonna be zero. It's never gonna be zero.
You work for the hospitals to minimize their like loss from
Exactly.
annoying insurance.
Exactly.
Like
We don't really maximize their revenues because that's already set.
Yeah.
Because think about it.
Well, you minimize their loss.
To minimize the loss. Exactly. We're not going to maximize revenue, it's minimizing loss. Because the way it works, insurance will charge 100%.
Yeah.
Hospital charges 100% when you go in. Insurance is never going to pay that. They're never going to pay this amount. They're always going to pay below it, some percent below it.
And what happens to the delta?
We're trying to minimize that gap.
Does the delta fall on the customer?
No.
You're trying to get insurance to pay.
It falls on the hospital.
It falls on the hospital. It falls on the hospital or the insurance you get. Their insurance is incorrectly denying, even though we have all the documentation in place for the patient. And again, that's like, it's called the revenue cycle. From the moment you schedule an appointment to when you pay your bill 40 days after your appointment is the revenue cycle.
Yeah.
And I deal with that portion.
Yeah.
So basically, it's, to put it even more shortly, I basically try to optimize their people, their tech, and their finances.
Oh, because like they do, like you're just trying to make sure everything's working correctly and file it correctly and all this crap.
Exactly. We minimize the potential.
Do you work for
failures.
someone else?
Yeah. So I work for
like a third company that comes in and then assists the hospital. But
exactly.
you said you also work for insurance. How do you work for those guys?
Oh no, I did before.
Okay.
I did like an internship with them for a summer, and
You do like the opposite?
yeah, I've seen both sides. I worked for them. I worked for Pfizer at one point for like an internship, and I saw that side of it because I always knew I wanted to be in healthcare, but I didn't know what. So my goal, like in college, was like every summer go do a different hospital, go do a different sector of healthcare.
Yeah.
So I did like public health, pharmaceuticals, insurance, and then now this, which is like strictly hospital, like finance and tech, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, what it's like I work for a consulting firm. They send us in.
Yeah.
We do our stuff for about like a year or two. Because it's a long-term projects. It takes a while to get it.
But is it all locally?
Sorry.
Is it all
It
local?
could be wherever. If you're ever interested in consulting, the way it works is like you have like your home office and you travel to the client Monday to Thursday.
Yeah.
So that's like being on site. So they fly you out Monday to Thursday with your team. You stay in a hotel for a week and then you fly back Thursday nights. The reason why it's an attractive industry is because like as a young person you get a ton of perks. And also
Yeah.
the fact that your expenses Monday to Thursday are gone. That's why a lot of people do it. But that's what like COVID, fucked all that over.
Yeah. virtual consulting.
Yeah. So I did that. That was like my first official big boy job, and then now I'm doing the same thing, but it's with a different company, and it's focused specifically with cancer.
Yeah.
And like we have our own tech. Like before, we were consulting for like a tech that has monopoly on basically all of healthcare.
Yeah.
But now I'm working for like a more startup consultancy that they have their own tech and it's specific to cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like targeted major hospitals and all of that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. It's kind of weird talking to people about it, because I feel like I haven't talked to people about it in so long.
Yeah.
Because like I've just been like
You just do
working
it.
at home. Yeah, like doing it. Like the only people that I talk to this about are just other people who do it.
Yeah.
So like, so
Just
it's
know what to
difficult.
explain it from
Yeah.
in layman's terms.
Yeah, but that's the only reason I would probably go back to school.
To see if you could like run something like that.
Maybe, or if I want to, I think if I would switch, I would probably want to do something more techy, but still related to healthcare. But I don't come from a tech background. I come from like an economic policy background,
Yeah.
specific to healthcare.
That's
but,
cool.
But I want to do more of that tech side of healthcare now. So that's the reason I would switch. If not, I would probably just get like an MHA, which is just an MBA but for healthcare, and go work for like a hospital or something. But yeah, basically, also, good tip, if you ever have to go to the hospital, just like refuse to pay until you see your bill, / make sure that your insurance or whatever is fully verified before like, I don't know, just annoy whatever nurse you have and be like, is my insurance okay? Quick
They
tip.
try to fuck you.
Yeah, so they try to fuck you. And the sad part is like, hospitals, like, they have a bad rep, right? They charge you so much. But the reason why is because they make no money in reality, and they have to do it because they know they're going to get paid less.
And then it's the so I know this guy, and he either it was his copay or he wasn't covered, so he had to pay for it. $600 for saline.
Really?
$600 for the little tube, little plastic bag, or little
That drips in.
Yeah,
it drips into your vein, and all he was doing was getting something checked up at the ER. $600.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That could be a problem, or like he didn't verify his insurance, or something goes wrong. So it's not his fault at all. So honestly, it's not even the hospital's fault. Well, it is literally in terms of like who does it, but the fact is they just have so much shit going on.
Yeah.
That one patient out of like 1,000 in a day, they'll slip through the cracks. Which is unfortunate because they're overwhelmed. They have too much to do, and that's the problem. So it's like moral of the story. Just like if you go to the hospital, just like always stress like, is my insurance okay? Did you verify it? And be like, I want a bill of everything you charge me itemized. Like I want an itemized bill.
Yeah.
Ask for that, and they won't fuck you over because they know you're holding them accountable. Because most people don't ask. That's the problem.
Yeah, so
Like,
they get away with it.
Who thinks about asking? The truth is like no one does. It's an uncomfortable situation for both people. Like paying money for the fact that someone can be seriously hurt. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So it's like people don't ask, and that's why people get fucked. Both ways.
Yeah.
So and the truth is like insurance is just out to get you. That's what I've learned. Like working for both sides, it's just like insurance is really out to get you. And like they're getting a lot better than they used to be. But like it's still so messed up, man. Like people are like, oh, like what are those solutions for like healthcare in America? It's like, dude, we're gonna have to like, there's
Too
no
far gone.
Yeah, and it's too far gone. It's like you burn it all down and do something new, or like you're gonna have to say bye.
Be fixing the system for a while.
Yeah. So I take it you're not a fan of like totally private insurance.
Honestly, no, because like it just drives up the price. And totally private insurance, the problem with that, in my opinion, is that it just drives up costs. Because the problem with private insurance is that like in your private insurance there are networks of doctors. Yeah. And those doctors are incentivized by how much services they do. Not the quality or whatever, it's how many services. It's called fee for service. Yeah. And it's basically saying like, okay, one, like you're Dr. X, George, you're Dr. Y. Yeah. You do 20 services in a day, you do 10 services in a day. You're gonna get a lot more money because you do 20 services in a day.
Even if it's like.
Even if they were so much shorter, even if they're like nothing, like hooking someone up to an IV, whereas you did complicated shit. Like you did more services of like a better.
So
yeah, it's fucked up. So I also like Medicare for all. I also think is not ideal based on what I've seen. like I think both are extreme, and like you just have to be more. I think more towards Medicare for all, but like not.
You can't do it.
You can't do it fully. You can't do it fully. Like, if you ever want to see how like good national healthcare is run, Germany has very, very, very fucking good healthcare.
Yeah.
It's basically all public, kind of like America for all solution, but they have a private option, and it's more efficiently run.
Yeah.
Also, the problem is that doctors are like pretty overpaid, like I said, because of private insurance.
You think that doctors are overpaid?
That may be where you're wrong. I think the right amount of money is distributed to the population of doctors. I think.
Some doctors get paid way too much.
I think some doctors get paid too much. Like for example, like
a plastic surgeon makes like $2 million, but like a pediatrician might make like 200.
Or like an OBGYN. Literally the people who help like foster civilization when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like they help mothers come to term with their baby and stuff. They're probably one of the lowest paid doctors.
Yeah.
The lowest is like your primary care physician. They get paid the less. The least I'd say out of any doctor.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, in my opinion, I think that's a little messed up because if they're taking care of you every year, they're the reason that you're not going to cost everyone else money.
Yeah.
They're basically defending against like huge amounts of people having to go to the hospital. Because if they check every year and you're okay and you don't have to go, great. They're the ones taking care of you, then you don't have to go to the hospital later. But like it's the problem when people don't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And then there's $1 million bill for a surgery.
Yeah.
That's what messes up. And the people who defend against that, they're primary care physicians. They're paid the least. And there's a deficit of them. Because there's an oversupply of people who want to go to med school, and they all want to be surgeons.
Because that's where the money's at.
Because that's where the money's at. And then because of that, it's just the gap's increasing. We're getting more people who want to specialize, and way less people who want to be primaries.
Not to get too down the rabbit hole.
No,
but the question.
I love talking about this.
Yeah, it's interesting. But won't market forces like drive down the salaries of surgeons and drive up the salaries of like primary care?
Well, I would hope that if we're assuming that the pool of money is the same,
yeah,
I personally would prefer that.
Yeah, but you're skeptical.
I'm skeptical that will happen.
Yeah.
Because like the biggest things that drive costs are, tech's a big one.
Yeah.
Like the fancier machines we get, the more, and again, for the fee for service, doctors know that if they use the best and the latest tech that costs more, they're going to get paid more for having those services.
Yeah, and then make sure everyone gets a fucking X-ray.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Like an
Making
MRI.
so much money.
Like and the thing, whenever you're going to the doctor, make sure it's if you have insurance, make sure it's a network. Because like an MRI, if you're in network, $15. An MRI, if you're out of network, like $3,000. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like you gotta be careful. You gotta do your research, and that's the problem. All the medical costs are big. All the research is going to more expensive stuff, in my opinion. And then it's a lot of problems with that. And I think a lot of people want to be specialized doctors rather than like population health, which I think is what we should worry about.
Yeah.
Like chronic issues, heart disease, obesity, things like that. The doctors that like help fight that are primary care physicians. Literally, when they take your blood pressure and like it looks kind of stupid for like 5 seconds, but if it's off, they could be the one to refer you and catch that early.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna be better. One, your health is better, and two, you're gonna cost the rest of America less money. Like,
Yeah.
All right, sorry for my rant.
It's very interesting.
Well, jam on Wednesdays and on Thursday afternoons we do health talk.
Well, we'll like little TED Talks, lecture series.
Yeah. So especially as a young guy, I think it's interesting.
Yeah. That's the thing, like people like, around our age, like I always like to tell them this shit. Like just be aware of what is going on.
bass drum roll at the end.
That
was
was
fun.
good.
Dude, what you're getting real good at is switching tempos,
Yeah.
but holding it there. You know, because when it's like just going to a fast tempo, and then like going faster from that fast tempo, then it becomes a little chaotic, you know.
Yeah.
But when we're going slow, and then you immediately just flip to another one. Now that's cool.
Yeah.
That's in control. You got that down.
Yeah,
pretty
the
well.
timing is nice.
That was
Yeah.
fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
And you cue it well. Like you cue it, like I don't even have to look at you. Like I can just hear.
Yeah,
it.
you have the feel for it.
You have to feel like you have the
'Cause
cymbals
there-
going on. You have the snare. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna switch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even looking up.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's cool.
That's
Thank
sick,
you. guys.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
You got it.
Yeah, I think in the past we would switch to a fast part, and then just keep going faster. Sometimes that's what you want.
Honestly, I tried doing that once or twice, but I wasn't feeling it.
I'm probably fighting back too.
Yeah. No, I was hearing you fighting back. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. This is the tempo.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was cool.
We gotta do that again, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad we finally got to do it all three.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, and it meshes fantastically. I have to tell you, man. I was trying to say this earlier, but I had. How many kids have we brought over? George has been over a bunch,